Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm a home decor overspender.
Hi, Joe.
I made a breakthrough. I found HomeSense. It's unreal. So many brand name sofas. I bought one.
Oh, wow, really?
It's okay. The prices, so low. Lighting, unexpected. Rugs, handcrafted. Wall art, eclectic. I go back like every week. No, it's always different. New unique decor, same great savings. Every time you go.
Field trip.
HomeSense. Standout pieces, outstanding prices.
Streets where we were hustling. I'm so proud of us.
I'm so proud of us.
From the traps that we were stuck in. No more pain and no more suffering.
No, you did. Hey, Jay, come back here. Jay. Fool ass bitches. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers be playing basketball and Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
Shoe program. Yes, indeed. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed the Punch Junkie Morning Show, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. You have absolutely no idea, man. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing Community. Be sure to go visit the website, join the website, become an official documented member of the Lions Den Boxing Community over at www.ldbcsports.com. That's www.ldbcsports.com. Salute to my family. You feel me? Hey, man, I am indeed Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH, and that's over all the social media platforms, man, each and every one. Salute, man, to y'all. Come on and holla at me, man. We over there on IG, man. Go over and follow the Junior the Truth. Also, man, follow the Punch Junkie on IG. We did launch the Punch Junkie Instagram, man, trying to get a little more active over there. But we're available via, once again, all of your social media platforms, man. So come check us out. Shout out to the family. Man, hey, man, I really, truly appreciate y'all. I'm so proud of us. You feel me? Hey, man, hey, I'm so proud of us. That's what that man said. You feel me? And I felt that in my spirit today, man. Like, I'm definitely proud, man. I thank y'all so much for rocking with me, continuing to support this platform, man. And we just gonna continue doing what it is that we do, man. We're gonna continue doing what it is that we do. So salute to the entire Punch Junkie family, man. Thank y'all so much, man. One time for the sponsors, man. Salute to our sponsors, man, over at the Hemp School, the House of the Re-Education of the Plant. Be sure to go check them out, man. www.hempschool.com, man. Come learn about the plant. Come learn about that plant, man. It's more than just because I got high. It's more than that, man. Go learn, man. Go learn. There's a great deal of information, man, with regard to, how to grow it, how to harvest it, you know what I mean? Recipes, cooking with it, legislation, the laws, current laws, understanding of the current laws, forthcoming laws that are on the table, so on and so forth, man. So go over to www.hempschool.com, man, and check out everything they got going over there, because I love the flavor, neighbor. You feel me? I love the flavor, neighbor. Salute to the queen and the team over at Big Mama Sauce, man. She got that all day, every day anyway sauce. Be sure to go check her out. www.bigmamasauce.com, man. The tailgate season is upon us, man. So you want to don't get caught out here lacking, man. Get your Big Mama Sauce. You understand what I'm saying? If you anything like me, you know, it'll be your little secret weapon. You feel me? People taste that Big Mama Sauce and say, what is this? You feel me? And hey, man, I can't give up the ghost. You feel me? I can't give up the ghost. And if you support my platforms and you over here supporting my platforms like you should, then you already know how I'm coming. You feel me? You already know how I'm coming, man. Go get y'all sauce. www.bigmamasauce.com. That's www.bigmamasauce.com. Enter in the code Junior10 and receive a 10% discount off your entire purchase, man. Go get y'all some sauce. Salute to the queen and the team, man. And salute to the family over at Hemp School, man. Yes, indeedy. Man, salute. We love our sponsors, man. We love our sponsors. Yes, indeed. One time for the sponsors. You feel me? Get your mind right. Hey, man. What's going on with it, man? What is today? Today's Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, man. Hey, man, we getting on through the years. Already September. Can you feel it? Is it me, or the older I get, the faster these years go by, man? Jeez. Hey man, sheesh. Like, it's funny because I pay attention to my social media on my personal side, so I see people's birthdays come around, right? So when I'm looking at people's birthdays come around, I continuously and constantly like, damn, man, that motherfucker birthday. Like, it was one of my aunts just had a birthday. You understand what I'm saying? And I look like, damn, auntie's birthday. That motherfucker just had, I wasn't supposed to cuss today. Well, that motherfucker just had a birthday last week, it seemed like. Nah, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Auntie got an auntie birthday right back around. You feel me? She right back around and she got on, auntie gonna put on her knee-high red fuck 'em girl boots and get out here and try to tootsie roll with her old ass. You understand what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Trying to catch one of these young boys lacking. You feel me? Y'all know y'all got that. Y'all know y'all got that nasty auntie. Everybody got that nasty auntie. It ain't just me. You understand what I'm talking about? That auntie that be dancing with her tongue out. Yeah. Every song requires her to thrust her pelvis, to wind her auntie wind her pelvis to every song. You understand what I'm talking about? And she run out to the dance floor pelvis first. Yeah, everybody got that auntie. It ain't just me. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't just me and it ain't just my family. But anyway, man, these years is just marching by. I'm like, sheesh. These years is just marching by, man. They just going by and by and by. By and by and by. So anyway, shout out, man, to the family. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. I love my family. I had a moment there. Hey, man, I love my family, man. I had a moment there, man. Hey, man, I love my family. Hey, anyway, man, salute to y'all, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. You have absolutely no idea. One time for the Punch Junkie brand, man, the entire Punch Junkie brand. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate the support of the brand, man. We're building, we're continuing to work, man, and the best is yet to come. Man, we do have the magazine. We do have our the Punch Junkie magazine officially launched. Thank y'all for everybody that supported. You can go get your magazine, www.punchjunkie.com. There's nothing like it out there, but thank y'all so much for everybody that support. I can't say it enough, but you can go get, we're now 2 issues in, man. Working on, the 3rd issue is definitely underway as we starting around to be able to get these last 2 out. We want to do it quarterly. So let me just tell you, man, go on ahead over and go get your magazine, www.punchjunkie.com. We also have launched our signature line of trading cards, man. Come commemorate the accomplishments of your favorite fighters, past and present, man. www.punchjunkie.com, man. Those cards go hard in the paint, man. Salute to everybody that's got their cards. Everybody, hit me up like to get their cards, and they hit me up like, hey, bruh. Salute, family. Thank y'all so much, man. Hey, man, I'm so proud of us. You heard Saha the Prince. So go get y'all signature line of trading cards, www.punchjunkie.com. Also, man, salute to everyone that goes over and gets your boxing news with us, man. We do have a boxing news live feed 24/7, 365. That's all day, every day boxing. So you can go head over to punchjunkie.com, man, for all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing, man. It's 24/7, 365, all day, every day boxing. You feel me? For all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing, man, be sure to go check us out, www.punchjunkie.com, man. Hey, man. Salute, man. Let's jump into the Punch Junkie roll call, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody been tuning in via the Punch Junkie mobile app. The change is soon to change. Punch Junkie mobile app. Can't emphasize that enough. Salute to everybody over at the Junior Truth mobile app, man. Kevin Dunbar, what's good with you, homie? Cadillac Red, what's happening with you? I got your Cadillac Song 22s. You feel me? Robert Walker, salute. D. McGee, what's happening with you? My brother Craig L in the building. That's a hustling motherfucker right there, man. I wasn't supposed to be cussing. Salute to Big Rob, land of the 216, man. Pulling double duty and first on the YouTube live stream. Salute, family. T.S. Frank, what's good with you, homie? Black Attack, what's happening? OG Crush the Legend in the building. What's up with it? Ratchet since 91. Salute. Earl Taylor Sr., good morning to you, man. Mark Stearns, what's happening with you, brother? Charmaine Callahan, salute, man. Grand Rising to the family. Omega Red, what's good with you? CB Sports TV, what's up with it, Papa? He in there holding down the game, man. That's a hard-working man right there. Underground Asylum, salute, family. Boxing and barbecue, what's good? Dwayne Jones, what's good? My brother Condo Loco Sports is in the building. Puerto Rico, oh, salute, family. Tab Investments, what's good with you, homie? Walk the Truth, salute. Earl Taylor Sr., Cadillac pulling double duty. Jelly Bean 4280 pulling double duty on the YouTube and the Twitch. Salute, family. The Brothers UK sprinkling some of that international flavor in the situation. Titanium respect, family. Salute. Quick in the building. What's good with you, baby? Quick. She got on jogging pants today, so ain't no peeking. You know what I mean? You know, niggas in the office can't wait for Quick to come through after she done stuffed herself in them khakis. You feel me? Nope. She in sweats at the crib with her house shoes. She got her slide slipper house shoes. They ain't the furry ones, are they? Quick. You'll make me call Peter. Ohio Runs Boxing in the building. What's good with my brother Ohio Runs Boxing? Salute to my family in the building, man. Yes, indeed. I'm born here. Halito family. One time for the indigenous people of this land, man. Salute. I'm going to come back to Ohio Runs Boxing. Let me put that right there real quick. Salute to the homie Davis in the building. Yes, indeed. D McGee, what's happening? Omega Red, my brother in the building, said that cougar sauce finger licking good. Anthony Lamar coming in, dropping that bomb squad. Yes, indeed. Love is the word. Good morning, beautiful. Thank you so much for following through. Love is the word. Shemaine Callahan in the building. Let me see. Who did I miss? Look at Quickly said, Quickly the nasty auntie we was talking about. 503 Lion in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to my brother 503 Lion, man. Be sure to go subscribe to my brother 503 Lion. Check him out. Be sure to go subscribe to Ashley's Corner, and be sure to go over to the liquor spot Saturdays at 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Man, go over there and be sure you hit up the sisters and the queens, man, as they do what it is that they do. You feel me? Shay Girl 85, the hardest working queen I've never seen. Salute to you. I appreciate you. Ancestral Rage, what's good with you? Eric R. Salute. Yes, indeed. He said, damn, like Caleb Plant, that beat slaps. I am Trill Will in the building. Be sure to go subscribe to my homie, I am Trill Will. Salute. Anthony Jones, what's good with your family? Brown on Boxing, what's up with it? Yes, indeed. Behind the Lens TV, salute, my brother. What's up with your family? Yes, indeed. Behind the Lens TV, where you at, bro? You in New York? Trick Noty in the building. What's good with you, homie? Salute to my brother Trick. One time for Texas. Salute. Yes, indeed. My brother Ohio Runs Boxing, man. Those of you all who have followed him, you know that man is an open book. He's very, very tremendously transparent with regard to his life. He had an incident with his family not too long ago, about a couple weeks ago, where his brother was I believe is right after the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight. But anyway, he had an incident with his brother, got into it with one of the bus drivers down there in the city. Okay, Harlem. Salute one time for Harlem, man. What's up with it, Harlem? And his brother was, you know what I mean, charged with assault and so on and so forth. And it was a very trying situation for Ohio Runs Boxing and his family. And it's difficult when you have a lot of people are not going to understand this. I'm trying to choose my words, but it's difficult. Like when you have a brand and, people opt to go out and do things while wearing your brand or, so on and so forth, that shit comes back to your brand. I know, especially when you're, a smaller or independent brand, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker can go kill 25 people, wear Air Maxes, and that shit don't fall on Nike. But if somebody has on an Ohio Runs Boxing t-shirt and they go slap the fuck out somebody, then that's going to be negative attention that's going to be directed at Ohio Runs Boxing. But I wanted to just really say, during that situation where, his brother was being vilified as well as the brand was being vilified because of the alleged assault on that officer. And I'm not going to say a whole lot because of the pending litigation, but there is information that surfaced to Ohio Runs Boxing and his family that has since offered a little more clarity to the situation. And it was not just a one-sided affair. You feel me? It was just not a one-sided affair. There's always, I was raised with, there's always three sides to every story. You feel me?
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm a home decor overspender. Hi, Joe. I made a breakthrough. I found HomeSense. It's unreal. So many brand name sofas. I bought one.
Oh, wow, really?
It's okay. The prices so low. Lighting unexpected. Rugs handcrafted. Wall art eclectic. I go back like every week. No, it's always different. New unique decor. Same great savings. Every time you go.
Field trip.
HomeSense. Standout pieces. Outstanding prices.
Childhood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and someone telling you no. Adulthood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and being able to go right to Mickey D's to get every single one you want. Whenever you want.
Get the new glazed pull-apart donut and a 99-cent any-sized iced coffee with pumpkin spice flavor. Sweet. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Iced coffee promo available until 11 a.m.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There's one side, the other side, then the truth, and that's usually somewhere in the middle. And so I just wanted to just really state that, you know what I mean? I don't know what's the process or where we are with regard to, you know, all of the facts being stated. Once again, Ohio Runs Boxing. I know there's a lot of litigation tied up in that, so I don't want to say too much. But at the end of the day, I do want to say that I won't say that shit was justified, but it was just a different situation. So anybody who might have saw that information, anybody who might be feeling any kind of way about my brother Ohio Runs Boxing and his brother and his family, or whatever the case may be, the fact of the matter is that there's just more to the situation, man. So you know, just fall back whenever he's ready. I'm pretty sure, you know, more details will be released and so on and so forth, but there's just more to it. Definitely more to it. And just like if you're vilified in public, you want to be vindicated in public. You feel me? The problem is, and with society, especially when it comes to black folks, you're vilified in public, but then you're vindicated in private. You understand what I'm saying? And you're never vindicated with the same ferocity in which you're vilified. You know what I'm saying? Well, what I'm trying to say is, or what I am saying, I said it, I just don't want to confuse people. They don't spend the same, and they don't keep the same energy when they vindicate you that they do when they vilify you. When they vilify your motherfucking ass, they gonna run that shit up the flagpole. Everybody in the world gonna know. You understand what I'm saying? When they vindicate you and it's time to say, oh man, you wasn't tripping. You understand what I'm saying, man? You wasn't guilty. It ain't all what we thought it was. They say that in private. You understand what I'm saying? So the news will cover the world news will cover my brother slapping the shit out somebody with a Ohio Runs Boxing t-shirt, but then the private footage, the footage that caught the whole entire encounter will be sent via email. You understand what I'm talking about? So we go from the worldwide news to email. So that's all I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So at the end of the day, man, salute to Ohio Runs Boxing, salute to his family as they continue to work their way, you know, through that process and through that situation. And that's just it. And I think I see Omega Red said he's lost. I think he's talking about it was just a situation with Ohio Runs Boxing and his family and his brother got into an altercation with a bus driver. You understand what I'm saying? And it was thought that his brother just was running around slapping the fuck out people, and he just happened to slap the hell out the bus driver, and that's not what happened. You feel me? That's the gist of it. Salute to Scrapbook Boxing in the building. What's good with your scrap? Salute. Yes, indeed, man. Good morning to you, my brother. Whatever man in the building, Ohio strictly representing. What's happening, Sean? I see you in the building. Ray Sean Hudson, what's good with you? So, with that being said, man, we can go on and get straight into the title, man. We can get straight into the title. Salute to my brother Jay Good in the building. What's happening with you? Man, I was worried about you. I said, man, that boy probably still resting up. You feel me? He's still resting up, still recovering from the Gotchella. You feel me? That epic event. That event of epic proportions. So salute to the family. Man, I had the most interesting thought, man. It was, my thoughts come, you know what I mean? And a lot of times they're very dynamic. And what I was thinking was, I was just thinking about the amount of people who came out once again, to go back to this point with the Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez situation. And the amount of people who come out and present as being, when I say people, I'm talking about boxers. I'm not even talking about fans. We're supposed to be enamored with fighters and enamored with the things that fighters do. And fighters are not supposed to ever be able to do no wrong in our eyes. That's how it's supposed to go. But I'm talking specifically about the fighters. And I'm looking at it from the standpoint of all of those fighters who come out and they got all this stuff to say that will lead you to believe that they're just enamored with everything that Canelo Alvarez does and so on and so forth. And it led me to believe, and I really kind of thought about it, and I thought about, why are they always so silent when these dudes be fucking up? You feel me? Like, why are y'all always so silent? You know what I mean? And you know the saying that they say, you know, silence is violence, meaning that if you know that there is some abuse, someone's being, you know, abused, or there's some neglect, or there's, you know, something going on against another person, and you have the ability to say something, and you have the ability to intervene, and you choose not to say nothing, then your silence is violence. I look at the condition of black fighters within the sport of boxing, right? Boxing is one of the most overtly racist institutions in the whole world of sports. It may be it's very, very overtly. I'm always puzzled about the silence of fighters. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I look at it, and then I realize that they're not really that silent at all. They're not really that silent at all. What they do is, and what I'm seeing a whole lot of battle picking. You feel me? There's a whole lot of battle picking. I'll give you an example. Y'all ready? Canelo Alvarez pops dirty for performance enhancing drugs. The WBC issues increases the amount of the drug that he popped dirty for. And you don't hear much from boxing. You don't hear much from boxing. You don't hear much from the entities of the sport. So you don't hear, specifically the fighters. You don't hear a whole lot from the fighters at all. You don't hear pretty much anything from the fighters, right? Then you have the situation with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder and his fight versus Tyson Fury, and they fought to a draw. How many black fighters did you see tweets from when they fought to a draw? How many black fighters did you see coming out talking shit about Wilder and him fighting to a draw and oh, he's not this, he's not that, and oh, he don't want any more of that, and so on and so forth. You feel me? It's not even comparable. The amount of fighters black fighters who you see coming out ridiculing Deontay Wilder versus the amount of fighters who come out and ridicule Canelo Alvarez for popping dirty for performance and for breaking the rules of the sport. You feel me? Like it's not even a comparison. And I thought about that yesterday, and that actually hit me yesterday. And I was like, damn. And then I was sitting there I'm like, it's more fighters talking about Canelo Alvarez scratching Caleb Plant and drawing blood at the press conference. It's more fighters talking about that than the fighters who talked about Oscar Valdez when he tested positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing that these people are choosing to be silent, but at the same time, realizing that this shit is in the condition that it's in. Like, this stuff is in shambles, bro. Like, this is in shambles because, like, as a black fighter, I'ma just be 100. You feel me? You do realize that the whole cheating and all that kind of shit was to level the playing field. Like the introduction of cheating into the sport of boxing was to level the playing field, bro. It was to level the playing field. The level the playing field. The level the playing field versus who? You know who. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that shit was the level of the playing field because a motherfucker does not want to get into the ring with you and fight fist to cuffs. Does not want to fight fist to cuffs with you. They do not want. Come on, bro. And so to be in a situation where you have these platforms and you have the ability, back of down one, salute family, Halito, and you have the ability to actually speak out and to bring recognition to a lot of the ills that's going on in the sport of boxing, bro. You remain silent. You feel me? You ridicule Deontay Wilder for his his fighting style and fighting to a draw with Fury, and you thought Fury won that fight, and you do all that shit openly, and you talk all that shit openly, right? Then when the whole glove situation is introduced, right? Everybody's silent on the glove situation. And you are a boxer. And you know good and well that your boxing gloves do not. You are a boxer, bro. The fans, this is not a fan situation. This is not a fan situation. This is not a fan situation. I'm talking about boxers. I'm talking about people that have come up in the sport, people that have trained in the sport, people that have competed in this sport as an amateur, competed in this sport as a professional, people, let alone people who have actually reached the pinnacle of the sport. I'm not even going to talk about people who, I'm not just going to leave it at people who've become world champions. You feel me? I'm talking about people that just have put on in boxing gloves and trained and competed in the sport of boxing. And when you look at those gloves, you know good and well that those gloves don't like. We not going to let's stop acting stupid, man. Let's stop playing around. Like I tell y'all, this Morning Boxing Talk platform here, this is one of the last spaces for real boxing fans. You understand what I'm saying? This is one of the last spaces for real boxing fans to come in and let's be serious, man. You know good and well that those gloves don't move that way. Like, you know that. You know good and well that that's not even, your gloves are not designed to move that way. Your gloves are not designed to flop. When they're appropriately secured on your hands, your gloves don't flop around. You know that. You know your boxing gloves don't flop around. You know there's a slapping motion with your hand, but the slapping motion is not like that. You understand what I'm saying? If you slap somebody with an open hand, it's different. It's not like this. You know that. The amount of people that spoke out against that situation, man, it's saddening. It's saddening. You had Oscar Valdez test positive for performance enhancing drugs. Served 0 suspension from the sanctioning body. Was approved to fight by the athletic commission. Signed and the fight went through because his opponent decided to go ahead on and fight him anyway. How many boxers? It was a minimal amount of fighters who actually came out and actually said something about that. A minimal amount of active fighters. Caleb Plant being one of them. Salute to Pac-Man Jones. Pac-Man Jones. That's his brother. Tay Jones in the building. Pac-Man ATL _Tay, the brother Tay Jones. Salute to you, family. It's very, 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 very few people who came out and said anything about that situation. Silence is violence, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in this day and age, you have to understand, like, the more quiet you are, the worse your conditions get. Like, that's just how that goes. Yeah, like it's no real mystery to it. You feel me? It's no real mystery to it. And once again, like I said, the amount of people who ridicule Deontay Wilder during the draw against Tyson Fury failed miserably to the amount of people who came out and said anything about the gloves when we started paying attention to the gloves, when we started paying attention to all the other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? People who looked and saw boxers. I'm talking about boxers now. You feel me? Never mind everybody else. We talking about boxers. We talking about boxers who saw Wilder get an indentation in his skull and you understand that the indentation in your skull is not conducive. Those injuries are not conducive to what goes on in a boxing ring with a wrapped, secured hand and glove. Like, that's not what happens. And the amount of people who come out and actually speak on this is ridiculous, bro. And that's the thing that makes, and it's not about, and everybody, and I'm listening to a lot of people arguing, people saying, man, what Caleb Plant did, it ain't really that, it ain't really that serious. And I'm listening to the brother, salute to my brother KG, and the Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. I'm listening to him, and KG's like, man, Caleb Plant got the opportunity. The other fighters don't have the opportunity. Charlo never had the opportunity. Boo Boo Andrade never had the opportunity, and so on and so forth. And I call bullshit, because Caleb Plant, this is what the silence of all of these other fighters is what makes what Caleb Plant has done or is doing so much more incredible. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's not only is he on social media talking about these things, bringing attention to these things, speaking out against these things, which is something the other fighters aren't doing. You don't see you don't see tweets and posts coming from Boo Boo Andrade with regard to the Oscar Valdez situation, with regards to the Eddie Reynoso camp. You don't see that. You don't see Jamal Charlo speaking out on this stuff on social media and talking about the cheating and all. You don't see that. You don't see that. What you see is boxers who are enamored with Canelo Alvarez, boxers who've been enamored with Canelo Alvarez, boxers who try to act like him testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs is just something that happened a long time ago, and it just is what it is. And I'm a person that I'm like, nah, bro, I don't give a fuck if it only happened once. As an athlete, as a person who's competed in athletics, as a person who's had to compete against athletes that were dirty for performance-enhancing drugs, like, bro, I don't give a damn if it only was once. You did it. You understand what I'm saying? And if you did it once, I can rest assured as an athlete, I can rest assured that that was not the only time that you competed under the influence of performance enhancing drugs. So we don't know how long you've been doing it. We don't know how many of those fights were you positive for performance enhancing drugs. We don't know how many fights you was juicing. We don't know how much of your career you've been juicing. We don't know. We don't know. It's popular opinion that Canelo's still juicing right now. That's popular opinion within the sport of boxing. And then people will come in and say, yeah, everybody's doing something. Everybody's doing, everybody. Yes, everybody, because to me, anything, whether it's a legal substance or not, it's all performance enhancing drugs. A drug is a mind or mood altering chemical. You understand what I'm saying? That's anything that's outside of the biological makeup of your body. You feel me? So all of this shit is PEDs. I believe in the sport of boxing. Really, truly, it should be nothing. I've said this 100 times on here. I don't think you should have any elevated levels of anything. I don't think you should have any foreign entities, ailments in your foreign. What am I trying to say? Nutrients or vitamins or minerals. You should have no foreign agents. That's the word. No foreign agents in your body that are not naturally created by your body. And if you have elevated levels of something, I don't believe you should be able to compete. Period. If you just one of them dudes that your body just, produces naturally, you produce more, I don't know, zinc, motherfucker. Like nah, bruh. You feel me? So it's over with. It's over with. The guy says Tonkai Ali should be used. Tonkai Ali has no space in the sport of boxing, bro. No, that has no place in the sport of boxing, bro. No, sir. But anyway, man, so I'm one of them. And what I see is, once again, I see the refusal by the boxing populace to hold certain fighters accountable for their infractions, and to hold certain outfits or gyms or teams or whatever, hold them accountable for their infractions. It's ridiculous. When Oscar Valdez tested positive, the word is that Canelo Alvarez encouraged him that everything was going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Everything going to be okay. How can you be so sure that everything's going to be okay? Except for y'all got some real shit going. Y'all got the juice factory going on. So this is why what Caleb Plant has done is so incredible, because everybody else is silent. Like, everybody else is silent, bro. And the only time they had something to say was when Caleb Caleb Plant got the scratch under his eye. Now they talking about, oh, the reflexes, all this, all that other bitch shit that we was talking about yesterday. Like, that's it. And that's everybody. All of these dudes are enamored with that. How can you be enamored with a motherfucker that's cheating, bro? How? It's not that much glitz and glimmer and shit in the world. Like, how can you be enamored with that? How can you be enamored with a motherfucker that they're coming out trying to tell you is the face of boxing, but every network he touches closes? None of this shit ever goes right. The promotional outfit that he was on for years that actually introduced him to us has...
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm a home decor overspender. Hi, Joe. I made a breakthrough. I found HomeSense. It's unreal. So many brand name sofas. I bought one.
Oh, wow, really?
It's okay. The prices so low. Lighting unexpected. Rugs handcrafted. Wall art eclectic. I go back like every week. No, it's always different. New unique decor. Same great savings. Every time you go.
Field trip.
HomeSense. Standout pieces. Outstanding prices.
Any moment that lets you just sit back, relax, and enjoy even 1 second of the day to yourself and taste like pumpkins, that's a moment to look forward to. The McCafe Pumpkin Spice Latte is back. Get a $2 small hot or iced for a limited time. Or try one of our other freshly brewed espresso drinks. From iced caramel macchiatos to caramel frappes to hot mochas to every sweet treat in between. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary.
Run into the ground. And he's the face of the boxing. He's the biggest draw in the sport of boxing. When you the face of boxing, when you the biggest draw in the boxing, the networks that you associated with and that you connected to, they don't go out of business. Showtime, when Floyd Money Mayweather, who was really the face of the sport of boxing, really truly is still the face of the sport of boxing, when he's on HBO wasn't closing their doors. When he moved over to Showtime wasn't having budgetary issues. You feel me? Showtime was putting on more championship fights than a motherfucker. So anyway, when it's all said and done, I'm just looking at the level of silence coming from these fighters, and at the end of the day, that really truly explains and is a huge part of the reason why we're in the situations that we're in. You understand what I'm saying? Your silence and your inability or unwillingness to speak up on these issues because you don't want to offend a fan base or you don't want to offend the powers that be in the sport of boxing or whatever the case may be is the reason why they don't have to get this shit right. They don't have to get this shit right. They don't have to change the conditions in the sport of boxing. They don't have to do anything. You understand what I'm saying? Because your silence is consent. You signing off on it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why fighters are running around here still thinking that they actually need traditional promoters. Fighters are running around here with a traditional promoter whose job is it to make you a household name in the world of sports, and your ass people don't even know who the fuck you are, and you fight on the biggest network in the sport of boxing. And then your promoter will come out here, Bob Arum, and had an asinine audacity to talk about you don't sell no tickets. You're not a household name when it is his job to make you a household name. His job is to promote you. Jay Good says they view a Jared Miller in a different light than a Saul Alvarez or an Alexander Povetkin. That's a fact. That's a fact. Jared B. Baby Miller still ain't been able to fight. Still ain't been able to fight. And these dudes is popping dirty left and right. And fights is still getting sanctioned. Fights are still going on. Championship fights. We talking about championship fights, bro. You pop dirty for a performance-enhancing drug and still go out and have a championship fight. And we supposed to take this shit serious. We supposed to take you serious as a boxing entity. The WBC, who introduced the clean boxing program to the sport of boxing, has run that shit is a joke over there, bro. Them 3 letters is a joke now. Like, they've run that into the ground, bro. You introduce the clean boxing program and then you proceed to do the dirtiest shit in the sport of boxing. You introduce the clean boxing program, then you proceed to do the dirtiest shit in the sport of boxing. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, this ain't real. And everybody's over there holding the WBC title, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself. You literally, and you paying sanctioning fees to that sanctioning body, you are part of the problem. You are enabling them to come out with the bullshit. You should be ashamed of yourself. If we want to, you should be ashamed of yourself. You part of the problem. If you got a WBC title and you paying sanctioning fees, you part of the problem. Fuck it. Yeah, you actually paying sanctioning fees. You are enabling them to come with more bullshit. To create this bullshit that is actually not in your favor. You understand what I'm saying? If you like a Devin Haney, you understand what I'm saying? If you like Mr. Gary Russell Jr., if you are running around here and you are Jamal Charlo, what has the sanctioning body done for Jamal Charlo except allow him to not have the biggest career in the biggest career, the biggest fight of his career? What have they done except keep that from him? They've played keep away with the biggest fight of Jamal Charlo's career. That is the Canelo Alvarez fight. They have enabled Canelo Alvarez to totally avoid that fight, and that fight is the biggest potential fight in his career. And he may not ever get that fight. He won't ever get it if it's up to the WBC. Yeah. So what has it profited you except you get to carry that green belt and pay sanctioning fees? What is it? Yeah. Yeah. Like if we get down to it, we got to get down to it. And so it's really truly unfortunate and the amount of silence that these guys have when it comes to these issues is violence, and it's violence committed against their own careers, man. It's violence committed against their own legacies. It's violence committed against the sanctity of the sport, that they chose to compete in. You feel me? It's a violation of the greats, the people that came before, the people that paved the way, the people that didn't have certain opportunities, man. They weren't allotted certain opportunities. You feel me? When you go back to the story of the great Joe Louis, man, like, come on, man. When you go back to the things that he had to do with his career in order to even get fights. Period. Like, that shit is just, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, if you got a WBC title and you paying sanctioning fees, you part of the problem. Man, I hate to just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us grow up and we have dreams, and, we see people that our idols and people that we looked up to. We see them, with these championship belts and you say, oh man, I'm going to get all the belts. I understand, man, from the time you start boxing, it's about collecting them belts. I get it. But at the end of the day, man, we got to tell the truth. You feel me? You got to get to the truth. Cadillac Red said the WBC regional belt has been given Devin's mandatory is a mandatory, keeping all those fights away from him. All the big fights keep being kept away from Devin Haney. You feel me? The fights that actually allow him to really truly solidify himself as a world champion and as the best at 135. Nah, you ain't happening. You feel me? They not even gonna make they won't even, now that Teofimo Lopez has the made up belt, they ain't even gonna make Teofimo Lopez fighting. There ain't no mandate on that, because when it comes to him, the belt ain't gonna change hands. The belt there's no mandatories with that belt, and so on and so forth. Like, man, this shit is, like I said, bro, man, if you paying sanctioning fees to that organization, you adding to it. You feel me? You adding to the issues. Man, my wife up there flipping out. So it's a real situation, man. Like, these dudes, the silence is just, man, like, it's bad. It's bad. I'm gonna have to heal my son up today. Today gonna be one of them days, I could tell. He woke up on his bullshit. So I'm gonna have to tighten him up. Man. So I don't know, man. it is. Hey, man, I don't even know what to say about it, man, because I really, truly just, like, it really ain't nothing else to say when I really thought about it, because I'm sitting there and I thought about it like, bro, if you literally had that belt and you literally pay sanctioning fees, bro, what does it, you are part of that problem. 503 says, the WBC the real problem. I'm in boxing, or all sanctioning bodies a problem. I think every sanctioning body got bullshit with it, right? Every sanctioning body got bullshit. The other sanctioning bodies, I think they at least try to quickly said, don't get him, let him make it. Nah, he got to get in line around here, man. He got to get in line. Yeah, he got to get in line. Other sanctioning bodies at least try to clean it up or try to hide it, or they try to dance around or something. The WBC has given us their ass to kiss in recent years, bro. They have literally given, like, when you run it down and you think about what the WBC has been doing, bro, they have literally been giving the sport of boxing fans their ass to kiss. You know what I'm saying? Period. And they're saying, they're drawing a hard line to let it be known what it is that they are and who it is that they represent and what they are for. That's what they are doing. And I look at it like, okay, that's cool, but let's not act like it is what it, let's act like it's not what it is. Let's not act like it ain't what it is. You feel me? Like, let's not act like this shit ain't happening. Like, bro, the WBC implemented, because the WBC is opportunist. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that organization is just, it's all about opportunism. Okay. They implemented the clean boxing program, something that obviously they weren't serious about, something they obviously were not serious. Cleaning up the sport of boxing is something that they obviously weren't serious about. They implemented that program. You know why they implemented the program? We talked about it last week. I think it was last week. The reason why that program was implemented was because so that they could find favor with Floyd Money Mayweather, who was the face of the sport of boxing at the time. You understand what I'm saying? He was on a campaign for cleaning up the sport of boxing. So they fell in line and implemented the clean boxing program to stay in good graces with him so that they could be attached to every fight that he has. That's what that was about. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that was about. And who were they not concerned about at that time? They were not concerned about Canelo Alvarez at that time. You know why? They were trying to force him to fight Gennady Golovkin, which he was refusing, even stripped him, or he vacated the title or whatever, because he would not fight Gennady Golovkin. But it didn't matter because they were riding the Floyd Mayweather train. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't even Canelo. We'll deal with him when we deal with him. That's what that was about. When you implement something, bro. You implement the clean boxing program, and then you allow fighters to test positive and retain championships. You allow fighters to test positive and still compete. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of ridiculousness, bro. It's a whole lot of ridiculousness. And it's really, truly, all of these it's just dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, these sanctioning bodies, these drug testing organizations, like this, all of this shit is it's just a cold game, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a cold game. And the funny thing about it is that when you look at the genesis of all of the cheating and the whole rationale for the cheating, is to get a competitive advantage, over certain fighters. Period. You feel me? That's what the shit was about. And so for those certain fighters to just sit here and just deal with that shit and to be quiet and to be silent, don't want to offset the apple cart, just want to continue to get their bread, or don't want to fall out of favor with, a certain person who is perceived to be, you understand what I'm saying, the biggest draw in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? It's a perception. You understand what I'm saying? It's a smoke and mirrors. It's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because my brother Black said it yesterday, and I agree 100%. And I absolutely agree. Jake Paul is going to, after the Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant fight, you'll see that Jake Paul is a bigger draw than Canelo Alvarez. Then it'll be time to have a different conversation. You understand what I'm saying? And we won't know because they're not going to come out and tell us. They won't come out and say the numbers and none of that kind of shit because, you know what I mean? Showtime is in a space right now. Obviously, you know, Showtime Boxing is in a space. All of these boxing outfits are in a space right now. So they're not going to come out and actually show us, but you'll be able to tell by their actions. You'll be able to tell by their actions. Period. So it's just a cold game, man. It's a cold game full of deception, full of cheating, full of law breaking, full of all of this bullshit. And meanwhile, it's only a select few people, you know what I mean? It's only a select few people with independent platforms out here standing on the square. You understand what I'm saying? It's only a select few. You look at the other popular pundits, you know what I mean, within the sport of boxing, the correspondents and the reporters and so on and so forth, they're starting to speak on the cheating and stuff within the sport of boxing because they're allowed to. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're allowed, because the network has decided that they can go that direction. That's why. Other than that, they haven't said shit about this. These motherfuckers been cheating for years, and they just now talking about, it's been common knowledge that they've been cheating for years. And they just now talking about it. Silence is violence, bro. Like, silence is violence. And the unfortunate thing about this within the sport of boxing, once again, is that, you know, you're in there in a one-on-one combat situation and could possibly you lose your life in the sport. You understand what I'm saying? The purpose of the sport is for, and this is the stuff that makes combat sports dangerous. I know people gonna come out and say, man, you can lose your life and get hurt playing anything, and I get it and I understand. But the purpose of the sport of boxing, and I'm speaking specifically about boxing with regard to combat sports, the purpose of the sport of boxing is to knock your opponent out. That's the goal, is to beat your opponent, to knock them out, to punch them more times than they punch you, to inflict more physical harm on your opponent than they inflict on you. That is the whole sole purpose of the sport of boxing. And so you enter into that realm under the influence of performance enhancing drugs, cuz. And everybody's just all right with that. Everybody's just cool with it. It just is what it is. Man, get out of here, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why the conditions of the sport of boxing are the way that they are. I wish it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I really, truly do. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. And the more and more you continue to be silent, the worse and worse it's going to get. The more and more, you know what I'm saying? If you are, because I really want to give you some, well, hold on. We'll do it this way, man. We'll do it this way, man. Let's pause. Let's take a pause right there. That's a good place to take a pause.
We offer the best grooming products for you, just so natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be a swagger, style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah, so get us out with the Black Company, to give you swagger, style, class, and luxury.
Yes, indeed. The Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man, brought to you by yours truly, Junior the Truth. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products, specifically with the Black Kings and Queens in mind. Be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com, or you can download the Black Gentleman Grooming Company mobile app, whether you team Apple or team Android. We do have a mobile app for you, and it is absolutely 100% free, man. Come check us out, man. www.theblackgent.com. Salute to the family. Thank y'all so much. Salute to everybody over in the shop, man. The street team, brand ambassadors, I really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. If I had a million tongues, man, I couldn't tell it all. So thank you to everybody that makes this Black Gentleman Grooming Company possible to make this thing go. So I really, truly appreciate you. man, let's move into my question of the day. Brought to you by the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. I got to make this quick because I got to get back to my point before we get out of here. Let me see. Been on a blind day and anything. What happened to put you at your lowest low? I don't think I want to answer that. I don't think I want to, well, yeah, I will. I'll answer that, man. I'll be transparent with y'all one time for the fun time. I think my lowest low in life, was probably when I lost my father, man. And the hardest thing I had to do was bury my grandmother. You feel me? That was like the absolute hardest thing I had to do, was bury my grandmother. You know what I mean? My grandmother was the matriarch of my family. My grandmother was, you know, my everything. And my grandmother was really intentional with intervening in my life in the absence of my mother. You feel me? And this is my paternal grandmother. This is my father's mother. And I was raised by, you know, my single father. You know what I'm saying? But the hardest thing was, you know, losing my grandmother. But the thing that really put me at my lowest low, because when I lost my grandmother, I was still in college. Life was, you know, transitioning, a whole bunch of transitions. And losing my grandmother was a very, very spiritual thing. You feel me? It was a very, very spiritual thing for me. When I lost my father was just like a kick in the chest. I lost my father. My father was 50 years old. I was 30. You feel me? It was just a very, very, there was no warming up to it. There was no, quick, you know, there was no, you know, period of illness and me being able to prepare and, you know, maximizing my time with my daddy and none of that kind of shit. I went to sleep and woke up. My daddy was, I didn't go to sleep. I just was, you know, spending, you know, my day doing the shit that I was doing. And I just got a call, you know what I'm saying, from my stepmother that my father had a heart attack and he was dead. And she like called me on the phone. And my wife actually, who we were dating at the time, she was there with me. You feel me? And I got that call and I was just like, damn. And then I ran over, you know what I'm saying, of course, to my father's house and yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was a period of my life, man, that was just, it was a lot of stuff that was changing. You know what I'm saying? I was still working, as a chemical dependency counselor and, I hadn't transitioned. Oh, no, I wasn't. I had transitioned to working in higher ed at the time. So my life was really, truly transitioning. I had left my career as a chemical dependency counselor. I had took a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? Like my life was just in a real live transition. You feel me? I wasn't with my oldest daughter's mom. You know what I'm saying? We had like really officially, you know, broke it off and wasn't, you know what I mean? We was just going to co-parent and do what we was going to do, you know, with regard to that. So I was, you know, going through that shit, trying to figure this shit out as a father and you know, a man and trying to help and support, you know what I mean? Everything that they had going on and so on and so forth. And, I didn't have a whole lot. You understand what I'm saying? I worked hard as fuck, but, you know, I didn't have a whole lot because of, you know, the burden of the things that I had going on. And it just put me into it was just like, damn. My brother had just started college, so that, you know, heaped on more responsibility. Boy. So that had to be my lowest point. You know what I'm saying? When you like really truly trying to piece this shit together, and then all of a sudden, like I told you, my father raised me as a single man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I am, I attribute to my father. You feel me? Everything that I'm not, I attribute to my father. Like, don't let that go over your head. I attribute that to my father and the men that raised me. Salute to my commission. But it was just, man, that was hard, man. That was hard. And so that was probably the lowest point, you know what I mean, of my life. You know what I mean? And and it don't, you know, people say shit to you like, you know, you're going to be all right and all that kind of stuff. Like, bro, I ain't all right with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's all right. I mean, excuse me. I'm fine not being all right. Like, it's all right for me to not be all right. Like, I ain't all right. I'm still fucked up about my daddy, and that shit was shit damn near coming up on 20 years ago. You feel me? It's a burden that it sits on me heavy. You know what I mean? And the only thing that I do is I just continue to press, and I continue to build, and I continue to do the things that I continue to just try to shine. You feel me? And one of the fucked up things about it, and I was sitting there, I was smoking a cigar outside, and I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I cut my grass and shit, and I'm looking at my house, and I'm like, yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Then it just made me, you know, look at my house, look at my cars, look at my wife, look at my kids. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, I did that. And then he did it. You know, my daddy did that shit. And the thing that fucks me up, is he don't get to see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my father didn't get to see it. My father died before I got married. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, his grandchildren. He had a relationship with my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter knows, you know, her papa, but he didn't get to see, you know, her turn out the way that she is, you know, magnificent, beautiful, wonderful, smart, intelligent. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't get to see my little babies at all. You know what I'm saying? And my son is his namesake. He didn't get to see that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just, you know, it's just one of them things where it gets a little tough, and especially around this time of year, you know, when you start dealing with the holidays. My father's birthday's in November and shit. So, you know, you get to kind of thinking about it and all that kind of stuff. And Thanksgiving, my father could cook. My father was a cooking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't cook at first when I was little. You know, that was the beanie weenie days, goddamn Vienna sausages, Spam. You understand what I'm talking about? Hot dogs, all that. The nigga couldn't cook, you know what I'm saying, when I was little. And then he just was like, man, fuck this. You know what I mean? Like, I got to learn how to cook. You feel me? So he really started spending time with my grandmother, like intentionally, like going and sitting down and learning how to cook from my grandmother. Like, he literally learned how to cook from my grandmother when he was grown. Like, you know, he out here, he got his son. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just survive eating that bullshit. Like, he got to learn how to cook. So my daddy learned how to cook. My daddy was a cooking motherfucker. You feel me? My daddy was a cooking motherfucker. So, but that's just that, man. But so around the holidays and shit, I get to, when I'm getting my pies together and, you know what I'm saying, getting a bird together, and if I'm doing my greens or, you know, whatever, all the shit that I cook, you know what I mean? I always be thinking about my daddy. You feel me? A lot of times I don't tell nobody my secret, but I always find something to barbecue or to cook outside during the holiday, during that time, because I need to go outside. Like, that's my time to go outside and release. I'm out there 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? I'm cooking through the night. I might have a bird out there, or I might be doing hams. Hell, those of y'all that know, y'all know I smoke my sweet potato pies. Shh, don't tell nobody about this smoked Mississippi sweet potato pie, man. Y'all can't fuck with me in that kitchen. But anyway, so I had to take that time to go outside and just, you know what I mean? I'm outside. I'm listening to my Otis Redding. I'm cooking my food, man. Shit, I'm drinking my liquor. I'm smoking my cigars. I'm crying. I'm looking in the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my time. You know what I'm saying? To get out there and just do what it is that I do. You feel me? Look at Jay Good. Jay Good said, I need that recipe. I got you. Yeah, I got you, homie. But it's just Jay Good. You understand what I'm talking about? Just Jay Good. I don't trust y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Jay Good, my brother. I know he ain't going nowhere. I don't trust the rest of you niggas. But anyway, So yeah, my lowest low, man, was definitely losing my father. The hardest thing was losing my grandmother, but my father, man, having that space in my life where I was at, man, I was rough, man. That was rough, man. Salute to my brother 503 Line, man. He said Pops did a hell of a job, man. Rest in peace to Pops, man. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. That's my guy, though. You understand what I'm saying? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? My father, like my man, just to be able to have just a piece of my daddy's swagger. My daddy was a bad motherfucker, man. My uncles, bad motherfuckers. You feel me? Just to be able to have a piece of my father's swagger and to have a piece of my granddaddy's swagger is, yeah. Even losing my granddaddy was difficult. And I realized, I said this the other day. I just realized it took me to this point to get to where I'm at in my life to realize my granddaddy was my first best friend. You feel me? Like my granddaddy was my first best friend, man. You understand what I'm saying? That was it. You know what I mean? But my daddy, man, was for real. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Earl Taylor Sr., man. He says, salute, fam. How can anybody not support these platforms? This shit is a necessity. 100. Big ups, bro. 100. Salute, bro. I appreciate you, family. Thank you so much, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. Man. So anyway, let me say this. Getting back to the conversation real quick, because we got to go. You know what I mean? Man, the thing that what boxing needs, and boxing needs boxers to come to the table and come to the realization, bro, that y'all like the boss for real. Like you really, truly, if you are a fighter, and I ain't even talking about a fighter if you just a fighter in general, bro, you have way more power than you understand. Like if you pay sanctioning fees, yeah, you own that. You own that, bro. Like if you pay sanctioning fees, you have to understand that if you pay money to said organization, then you have a stock. You are a stakeholder in that organization. And as a stakeholder, you have the right to have information. You have the right to be privileged to information. You have a say-so in the operations of said organization. So if you are paying sanctioning fees, right, then you should, when they have the WBC conventions and they bring y'all out there and, you know what I'm saying, you go out there and it's, you know, all of the liquor and all the weed and the coke and the hookers. Hey, man, and you go out there, man, you should go there with a agenda. You understand what I'm saying? Go there with if nothing else, man, I want to get an understanding of what's going on with this organization. Like, what are we doing here? You feel me? Like, what are we really, truly doing here? Salute to the homie Eric Jenkins in the super chat, man. He says, salute, Junior the Truth. Salute. Salute, family. I appreciate you. I really, truly do. I really, truly do. What are we doing? And if you realize and you really, truly realize the power that you have, this shit'll start to like if you paying sanctioning fees to the WBC, then I challenge you, if you're a boxer and you're a fighter and you get a hold of this video, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, they watch and you know, they be off to the, you know, whatever. I'm not everybody cup of tea. I get it. But if you hear this message, then listen. If you're a WBC fighter and you actually pay sanctioning fees, right? Then I challenge you to contact them and figure out what the fuck's going on with the clean boxing program. Like, bro, what are we doing, bro? We pay this sanctioning fee. A portion of this is supposed to go to the clean boxing program. Or what the fuck are we doing with the clean boxing program? How are these dudes popping dirty and still competing? You feel me? How is that even possible? Quickly says, we lost my granddaddy. That was the first loss. He was my brother's best good, my brother's first or best good friend. Yeah, that'll do it. Y'all gotta realize, man, that y'all got, like, if you paying sanctioning fees, cause like you got power, bro. That's all I got, man. Because that's how they operate. They operate off sanctioning fees, bro. You think they, you know, that's the bulk of their income. Like, how do you think they operate? What do you think? Think they sell t-shirts? You feel me? Hey, Lady the 216 salute. He says, June. He said, I permanently borrowed smoking those pies from you. Yes, indeed. Hey, man, ain't nothing like it, bro. Ain't nothing like it, man. I can't wait, bro. I might do a dozen of them hoes this year. You feel me? I might do a dozen of them smoke pies. I ain't finna play no games with you. Boxing Barbecue said, my pops died before I could get his rum recipe off shaking my head. I still mad about that. Man, he ain't got ain't no uncles or no aunties or nobody that got that recipe, bro. And he didn't write it down nowhere. I know he didn't write it down nowhere. Them jokers didn't write down nothing. Earl Taylor Sr. says, if the champ and EJ broke away from the WBC, they would turn this BS around instantly. Possibly. But I think it's gonna be. I think I'm anxious to see when Wilder wins the title back. You know what I'm saying? I'm anxious to see when he wins the title back and see how much, because he's gonna have a great deal of influence. You feel me? A great deal of influence. But I know the WBC champions that I'm aware of, and this is, you had to bear me if I miss y'all, but you talking about Gary Russell Jr., Devin Haney, Josh Taylor, Errol Spence Jr., you talking about Jamal Charlo, you talking about who got that's the Canelo got that one. I think he got I don't know who the fuck got 75. And I don't know who got light heavy. Man, I gotta tighten up. I don't know who the champion at light heavy either. And then heavyweight, Tyson Fury, soon to be Deontay Wilder. So if those guys actually came together, think about that. If they actually came together and said, man, we gotta do something about this, bro. This shit getting out of hand. And they came together and went and approached the WBC. You think they wouldn't get this shit right? You think they wouldn't have no choice. But, that's too much like right. And once again, the silence of our fighters is violence, man. And at the end of the day, this is going to be crazy. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, and I hate to see it like this, right? But you actually box. You feel me? Like I'm going to be clear, like you actually box. I get out here and I do what I do. Sure, do I make money with the sport of boxing? Yes. Do I have stake in the sport of boxing? Yes. You know what I'm saying? I have a publication. I have a collectible, memorabilia. I have a platform that we talk on every morning, weekdays. You know what I'm saying? On the show, I have a boxing website. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But you actually compete. You know what I'm saying? I got other shit that I do. You understand? You actually compete in the sport of boxing. Your life is competing in the sport of boxing. And you don't want to have a stake in what the hell is going on, man. It's a cold game, man. And it's time to flip that up, and it's time to do away with all this silence, man, in the face of wrongdoing. Period. And they're banking on your actual silence. They're banking on your desire to be accepted by the masses. I'm gonna give you a hint though, based on the thumbnail. You're not ever gonna be accepted by the masses, bro. Never. Not never. Jay Good said, my old man turned down Kraft. I told my boy he didn't stand a chance. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man. That's all I got, man. I'm going to go and get out of here, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for following through. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. I got some work to do, man. I got to get out here and get busy. Shout out to the LDBC, man, Lions Den Boxing community. Be sure to go visit the website, join the website, become an official documented member of the Lions Den Boxing community. www.ldbcsports.com, man. Salute, man. I believe Drew Titan's on next. We're going to go over there and bring down the property value, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, family. Shout out to everybody. Salute to the whole Punch Junkie squad, man. Thank you. Be sure to go visit the website, man. We got some shit coming down the pipeline, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man, but just stay tuned and be cool, man. Just stay tuned and be cool, man. And when it's time to ride, let's ride. You feel me? This is Junior the Truth signing off. I gotta come in and give y'all daily reminder, man. You gotta view life and treat life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise. Treat your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man. I'm a Howborn player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't. Hey, Jay, come back here. Jay. All right, I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit to Jersey? You think you can do this to me?
Not to be dramatic, but I'm obsessed with how much I just saved at Kohl's. I got 25% off Nike clothes for the kids, the cutest $39.99 flex hoodie for me, and got great Columbia gear for all our outdoor adventures. Did I mention the extra 20% off and the Kohl's cash I got? So yeah, not sure what I love more, fall deals or fall weather. Select styles, 20% offer ends October 3rd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm a home decor overspender.
Hi, Joe.
I made a breakthrough. I found HomeSense. It's unreal. So many brand name sofas. I bought one.
Oh, wow, really?
It's okay. The prices, so low. Lighting, unexpected. Rugs, handcrafted. Wall art, eclectic. I go back like every week. No, it's always different. New unique decor, same great savings. Every time you go.
Field trip.
HomeSense. Standout pieces, outstanding prices.